As historical author Anthony Brandt has said, other things may change us, but we start and end with family. I've been picking the Commonwealth for 20 years, searching high and low at yard, estate sales, antique malls, thrift stores, junk shops, garages, and sometimes even barns for treasures I can pass on to new homes through eBay. But now as I watch my little ones growing up before my eyes, I find that my real treasures are right here with me every day. So join us as we pick, flip, and resell on our 2 eBay stores and in our 2 antique booths. All right, y'all, I want to start the show today with a kind little letter and a gift that somebody sent me. And let me read the letter to you and then show you what it is. So it says, Kevin, I have no idea how this got to California, but it was at a garage sale, and I thought this was a good omen. LOL. Anyhow, I thought you could put it in the eBay cave or sell it at the Homeschool Hustler store and make them some money. So all the best. Mike, the rideshare reseller. So you've probably heard me talk about the rideshare reseller before. I like to watch the show just like I like to watch Part-Time Pickers, in part because I like to see where I grew up as a child. I grew up in California. It's kind of fun to see the palm trees and to see that kind of a landscape out there in some of their videos. So there's one of the reasons that I really enjoy watching those 2 shows, but among other reasons, of course. But here's what he sent us. And this is interesting, obviously, because this is the Commonwealth Picker's emblem. But whenever Turner's out and about and he sees the Virginia state flag, he says, Commonwealth Picker, Commonwealth Picker. My wife's got to tell him, no, that's the Virginia state flag. But anyways, this is Sic Semper Tyrannis. I believe this is pewter. It's a belt buckle, and I'll set it up here for a while. And I don't know if I'll ever wear it. I got to tell you, but it'll definitely at least go in my classroom. I'm a history teacher, and there's some great stories with this about American history, but the most famous isn't a great story, and this is what John Wilkes Booth yelled when he killed Lincoln, I believe on his way out, but I'm not quite sure. I have to check that out. But so for the reseller, YouTuber, and history teacher in me, thanks, Mike. I appreciate it. Hello, and welcome back to Commonwealth Picker. We have a interesting day today. We don't have many sales, unfortunately. One of the slowest sales days we've had in a while, but Sophie, you are already in here today. One of the slowest sales days we've had in a while. The Homeschool Hustler store was $28.20. Are you wanting to be in the video today?
Yes.
What do you have with you?
Buzz Lightyear.
Alrighty, let's go see right here. Can you stand right there?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's like a zoo in here. So, we're going to sell this on the Homeschool Hustler store, right?
No.
Why not?
Because I want to keep it.
But you can make some money on it.
No.
No? You can make like $5 a piece, and then Daddy gets $5. What do you think? Or would you rather play with it? What does it do? Can you show them what it does?
That's just a weird part.
How dare you open a spaceman's helmet on an uncharted planet? My eyeballs could have been sucked from their sockets.
All right, well, if you would like to keep it, you can keep it. If you make me a deal. Will you make me a deal? When you're 10 years old, we can sell it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, tell them, say hey. Thanks for subscribing.
Thanks for subscribing.
I say we'll see you next time.
See you next time. Bye.
All right. You gonna take Sophie with you?
Yeah.
Okay. You might want to take a treat. She might go with you. I doubt it. That's all right. I'll send her up in a little bit. All righty. All right. Sorry. Let's see. So $28.26 at the Homeschool Hustler store, and $100.90 or $100.09 at the Commonwealth Picker store. So it's not amazing sales, but it'll give us a chance later to talk about the final sales report from the first of the 2 antique booths. We're in the second one as well at Needful Things, and as I just took one thing up there yesterday that my wife wanted out of the house, the owner there just showed me a quick little list of the things that have already sold in the first 4 days. So we're doing pretty darn good. just in the first few days at the other booth too. So I'm really happy about that. I think if these current sales rates continue, we'll be making a little bit more than I thought initially with the type of merchandise that we're selling. But it's really, really good because those kind of things are actually helping me get better deals, bundled deals on some of the items I'm selling on eBay. So I'm pretty happy about that. I think if we have both of these booths working, we'll be able to supplement our income just a little bit more. But I think the biggest benefit is going to be in other aspects, not necessarily the profit from those stores. I think some of the biggest benefits are going to be from those lower prices for bundling larger amounts of goods from private picks or whatever. So anyway, let's get to see what's sold today. First on the list, let me get my eBay up here. The two things that sold from the Homeschool Hustler store is this movie Flicka. It's from the Happy Little Accident yard sale, but it's from the first day, not the second day of the yard sale. And it sold for $8, free shipping, $7.98, something like that, free shipping. So about $3.50, $4 profit on it. Nothing special, but again, this is part of that giant bundled buy that we're already in a profit for. What are you looking at, Sophie? What are you looking at? Here, have a treat. I'll stop giving you treats. All right, next item is a video game. It's a Minecraft game, and this sold for $19.54. And we'll get that shipped off, and that's a pretty good little profit. This was in a huge tub. They had $1 a piece on the Xbox games for a huge tub, and I basically paid 50 cents a piece for the whole tub. And there's a few that are just kind of nothing special that we'll have to get rid of, but there's 8 or 10 in there that were pretty good, and we'll make some money on like this. So $20 game. All right, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? You go sit down there. All right, let's look at the other store and see how we're doing on the other store. And we'll look at some of those sold items. Finally, I'm happy to say that this pair of Nikes is gone. I've kind of got away from shoes. I'll still buy shoes if it's the right pair, but I definitely don't buy shoes that I'm going to make just a few dollars, you know, $5, $10, $12 on, maybe 12. But $10, I'm not going to buy it. It's too much trouble to make sure they're clean. And it's just not worth the time for me to do shoes like this. Maybe baby shoes from occasion, you know, toddler shoes that are a quarter or something that I know I can get 20 bucks for and put it in a first class shipper. So anyway, these sold for, I think, $8 plus shipping. And I probably didn't pay but 50 cents for them, but $5 profit on these really for me isn't really worth it. They sold for $9.91 plus shipping, so not terrible, but they've been hanging around their long tail. I'm trying to get rid of these shoes. I've got a bin of shoes over there, and I've got a little rack of shoes too, and one of those drop down hanging shoe racks as well. So hopefully going to get away and only do shoes that are going to profit us about 20 bucks. My wife seems to do better with shoes than I do. A couple of board game replacement parts that I've already got packaged up. Lego Dimensions Xbox game. This is a $13 game. Free ship. Right here. Not a bad little profit. And a Nike Air shirt right here. Really, really nice condition. You saw it. I bought it in one of the thrifting videos earlier on. And this is a $17.50. Should be about a $7 profit, $8 profit on that. And this is from the Happy Little Accident video, Creative Memories 7x7. And it sold for about $15, free shipping, so not a huge profit here. I put down $7.50 in profit on this one. And we'll have to add some of the profit we've had from the booth to our list as well for the Happy Little Accident, which we'll talk about in just a second. Now let's talk about it now, because that's the last one for the day. So we are up to a grand total of, not a grand total, but so far a running total of $544. $544 so far. Remember, the goal is $2,500 off of that $200 buy. I don't know that we're going to get there, but we are definitely inching closer and closer every day. Sell about one, maybe two things a day off of that. And we still have a ton of stuff we haven't listed. The Department 56 stuff, I've just listed a few of those. Actually had a return on one I need to mark off that list. It was the smallest item, but something broke in shipping, which doesn't happen too often. I usually do a pretty good job, but something broke in shipping on the small one, so I refunded that buyer today, which is a disappointment, but that's part of the business, so it happens. I'm not sure if it broke when they took it out or if it broke in shipping. I'd be surprised if it broke in shipping, but I can't imagine somebody, you know, being careless once it's already there. So that kind of stuff happens. All right. So 544, I'll have to take that off, which is going to drop us down to about 530 something again, but again, it happens. So next item on the list, we're missing one here. Here it is this old Cincinnati Reds hat. And there's a video I did a long time ago about hats. Well, I called up a friend of mine when I was there and said, I can't believe I just got this deal. I got an entire bag full of hats for free. I mean, I'm talking a trash bag full of hats. And I thought, you know, because I was pulling out a couple on top, I'm like, this is going to be great. This was one of the ones that was on top. It's not in great shape. You know, you can see the shape of it's not great. I could take the time to reshape this, to clean it, to put starch on it, and really get it in great shape. I decided not to take the time. I don't think the time was worth the money I'd get out of it, so it's pretty dirty here. But it's an old diamond hat, and it is a wool hat. You can find the hats that are wool. They'll definitely sell for a little bit more. And this one sold for $16. Sold for $16. So it was free, so we got a nice little profit on it, but it hung around for quite a while. Look at Cincinnati Picker out there. This isn't clean enough for you, Cincinnati Picker, for sure, I promise. But somebody's going to have to clean this and reshape it. But they'll have a nice little hat when it's said and done. All right, so those are our sales, and we're going to let the kids talk a little bit about the store and what sold, I think, on the list a little bit later today. All right, so I wanted to give you all an update on the first booth. Now, keep in mind, we were only in there for half a month, so we didn't even pay a full month's rent there, but we did pay that first bit, like $30 for a partial month, and then it'll be $40, $45 next month. Now, we're not gonna have to pay that rent because we made, and you can see there, $159.95 in the couple of weeks we were in there, which is pretty good. Now, they'll take 10% of that, so $16 and $45 for the next month. So we're looking at about, what is that, $61. But you know, we're into these items for pennies, and we're already paying the next month's rent, so that's really good. So we're pretty happy with this. We're going to get a check the very first month we're in there. Not even the first month, the first 2 weeks we're in there, and we're already making profit. So pretty happy about that. You'll just see some of the items that have sold the last week. Little People jar, I think that was on the last one. Disney cars, Tupperware sticker, Virginia Tech. Now this week, fishing rod, $12. That was bought for $2. The stickers were in for pennies. DVD pennies. That particular DVD, I don't know which one it was, but obviously it wasn't a good one. The shadow box were in for maybe $1 or $2 total. It was a bundle deal. Vintage ashtray, $1/4. Coasters are Blue Ridge Grannies. Ornaments were in it for pennies. The hipster purse for pennies. The blocks were $2 at a yard sale. Think Deeply Signed was $1. Another CD were in for pennies. A cassette were in for pennies. One glove was $2 and one glove was 50 cents. I don't know which one was which there. So, and 2 stickers once again for pennies. A dream catcher, 99 cents at the Goodwill. And a CD, we're in it for pennies. And an LP, that is our LP, and we're in that for pennies as well. So there's an update on the first month at Bell Treasures. Next month we'll have full updates on both stores, as we are now in Needful Things as well. So, all right, y'all, have a wonderful day. We'll see you later.